Ouch.
Oh, he's deceased.
Yep.
You did it to him. I
Oh.
blame you.
Help! He's fallen and he
Yep,
can't get
no.
up.
Hello, viewers. I am Lucy. I am the problem/glory child. And then welcome to episode 1. And we're gonna just call this one the state of the game. All right. So let's start off with NG. Why did you start playing Where Winds Meet?
Well, one, it was free, but I kind of likened it to Ghost of Tsushima, which I loved.
Great game.
Yeah, so I decided to give it a little go, but I didn't quite understand it at first, so I think I sort of stopped playing after a few days. But then a mate of mine recommended it and said it was really good, and I was like, all right, and I'll join you. And yeah, since then he's dropped out of it, and I'm still here. What, 8 months later now, is it? 6, 7 months later? But yeah, that's basically my story.
Right. So would you find that this game is similar to Ghost of Tsushima or Ghost of Yotei?
I haven't played Ghost of Yotei yet, to be honest, and I actually don't know anybody who has. But yeah, it's definitely got its similarities. Obviously, martial arts and different skills and stuff like that. But because this is based on Chinese wuxia, it's a lot more out there than Ghost of Tsushima. There's a lot more. There's mystical things, mystical aspects of the game. So, but yeah, it's still I would say in a way similar to Ghost of Tsushima, and it's kind of what's kept me engaged.
You're a big fan of these period games, aren't you?
Yeah, period games, Asian cinema and things like that as well. I love, so that that's kind of what really pulled me in to begin with.
Right, that makes sense. Side note: one of my best mates, he played Ghost of Yotei, and he platinumed it, and he said it's incredible, just like the first one. So he highly recommends it.
I will have to give it a go at some point. But I've been stuck playing this, addicted to this really since it came out, so I haven't really played much else.
Yeah, 100%. Like, definitely having our circle here has, like this guild that Azzy and Cole and you have built up and helped just assemble, bring everyone together. Like, everyone's just been just the collective of you guys has been so good at like melding this guild into a community that's here for helping everyone.
Absolutely.
And it's definitely helping. It helps retain people, because a lot of people, myself definitely, if there's no community and if there's no group of people, like, I don't care to play it unless it's a game that I'm okay with playing. But that's another topic for later on today.
Yeah.
Same.
I think we can just ask blanket questions instead of targeting individuals, right?
Okay, well, sure. Well, because of my first question, I was trying to just go individually with you three, and then I was going to do the blankets next.
Okay. Well, you're the host. Right. Whatever you say, kiddo.
You gave me the power. That is your problem. Cole. Cole, why did you start playing?
Kind of same reason as Angie. I had a few friends who were really excited about it, even though I'd never heard of it, and they're like, "Oh, this new game dropped," and so I started playing on launch and made a guild with those guys. It was called Hush. It was an NA guild. So I was vice master over there for a few months, and then slowly everyone just started quitting, right? And so the guild just kind of fell apart. And I knew Azzy from Velvet Shade. She was like, "Hey, come over to Morningstar." I'm like, "You guys are EU though." She's like, "Yeah, come over to Morningstar." So she got me to do that, and now here we are. But yeah, so kind of same story as NG. Friends that wanted to play and then wound up quitting, and then now we're here, right?
Yeah,
right.
Now we're here.
Yeah, and you're here, you're stuck, get over it. and now you're stuck with Azzy. Just don't piss her off. She'll run to the Crimson Hill or whatever it's called.
Oh, ouch.
Oh, he's deceased.
Yep.
You did it to him. I blame you.
He's falling and he can't get
no.
up. Get a life alert button.
Oh no. Why does he need a life alert button? Anyone in the sky can see him because of how flashy he is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Latte. Quit it.
I-
Oh my goodness. This guy just gifted 25 subs. I don't know what to say to you right now. Besides the fact that I don't know what to say to you right now.
You're a generous soul.
Thank you.
And we
Thank you
appreciate
very
it.
much.
Brat.
Oh, how many... I'm sorry to sidetrack. How many different flashy attachments do you have on? I'm counting 3? 4?
I said thank you for starters, Rain.
I mean, to find flashy, I'm wearing rags, bro.
Yeah, black rags and just like godly drip. I hate using that word, but like
Oh my goodness.
runes needs to get on your level. You're 60 pearl.
Damn, don't let him hear you say that, bro. I'm
I
not
said it, well,
wearing
then
10
again-
cores right now.
Why are you
Well-
making them thank me, Latte? Don't even. I'm blushing right now. I don't know how to respond to this, and I'm not even drunk. Okay. I'm gonna start
Go get yourself
crying.
some
Where's
wine.
my glasses? Okay, my glasses are not in my glasses case. Okay. We're doing this
Blind
Go get your
blind.
glass. Go get your glasses and go get a glass of wine.
No, we're moving on.
Okay, so Azzy, why did you start playing this game?
because
You're
of
not being
you.
left out here.
Because of you.
What did I do?
You wanted to play. So
So?
we played. Here we are. And I enjoy the game, right? Like I like the graphics. I occasionally like the combat, even though it could be better, and I think that they are working on it. I hope. I hope. I will sacrifice a goat if I have to.
They are still weird.
But
As long as it's halal.
yeah. And I don't know. You were like, "Hey, have you heard about this game?" And no, I hadn't heard about it. And downloaded it, and here we are.
Just
Sacrificing.
continuing. Oh no.
So
Continuing the co-op play that we started from a few games ago.
yeah, First Descendant, ESO, a little bit of League of Legends. Yeah, that's about it. That's the games that we've played collaboratively.
Yeah, definitely.
Lucy
At least this
and
time you're
I-
not making me a tank, and I
Lucy's
appreciate
my
that.
godson, Moyudo. I am been Lucy's been Lucy's godmother since he was 5, something like that.
Long enough to where I don't
11
remember.
years of torture.
Yeah.
It's not
Mo-
always torture. She gives me pearls. It's okay. She pays for me to go to school.
Okay, okay. So,
She also
there are
gave me her credit
benefits.
card. There are huge benefits.
So
Hey, Azzy, you want another god kid?
no. I have 6.
Oh, Jesus.
Make it 7. Be lucky. Alright.
Yeah.
Hi, Noji. But yeah, moving on. Moving
All right,
on.
so moving on. This one right here is kind of a generic question, and it is. And from here on, all of these questions will be open table, open forum. Like, you guys don't need to. Like, I'm not going to call on you guys individually, and be more than happy to talk on it. Okay.
Mhm.
Just
Sounds good.
after everything, after all 6-ish, 7 months of playing this game, like, obviously we have all noticed like a lot of bugs, a lot of issues, but we've also noticed a lot of great things in this game. Like, why do you guys stay to continue playing this?
Addiction. Gaming addiction.
Friendship, mainly for me. I've made a lot of friends, a lot of acquaintances, and probably a lot of people I've pissed off. But I mean, that's pretty much it.
Frenemies.
You can call them enemies. Yeah.
You can, yeah. But I mean, honestly, friendship, right? Like, we log in we chat around. We have fun in Discord. I fall asleep.
Look at the Discord server that you guys have built.
I don't want to talk
Like,
about
how
it.
many members do you have in there?
471. 471, and I think I can honestly say I'm mostly, don't quote me, mostly remember at least one or two things about everyone who's ever communicated in that server too.
Right, and that
That's
shows.
impressive.
Yeah, and that shows your diligence like it shows your diligence in ensuring that this game and that the community that you guys have built is just welcoming. Like people are always welcome to come to the guild. They're welcome to come to the Discord. Obviously, don't bring your problems, but if you need to talk to Azzy or one of us one-on-one offline about anything you have going on, it's always welcome. But don't start drama.
Sure.
Don't worry,
Sure.
I'm throwing that rule in there.
We have a pretty strict no drama, no bullshit. Leave it at the door. If you need a vent, go ahead and vent, but the second you start drama, most people are gonna be like, "Hey, this is drama free." Now
Yeah, and we
we
try
did
to keep it as a safe space for everyone, right? We don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable, but at the same time, we understand that certain aspects of the game can get pretty heated, right? And so we have a channel for people to get shit off their chests and, you know, bitch about the game, whatever.
hi
It stays in
Maxie.
that channel.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
have one channel that we removed all the rules for. It's not going to affect anyone standing. You're not going to get banned. You're not going to get muted. Your capability of joining in any of the giveaways is not going to get taken away or anything like that. And that was a very hard decision to come to because we did want to keep it fun and friendly, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so
And
to say what Moyuto was saying, he says, but we all agree as gamers going from game to game, Warren's Meat is in fact the lowest toxic game out there, right? I think that's maybe kind of true in some aspects and not true in others. In the PvP community, it can get kind of toxic, like in the competitive PvP community, but in the community
it's
as a
clean
whole,
socially.
yeah. It's pretty low on toxicity compared to a game like League of Legends, for instance, right?
It's once you start to incorporate the competitive nature of most video games, that's when you start seeing the toxicity in people, especially people who you have known to not be toxic. You'll see a lot of people out there, especially I'm obviously not pointing out names, but a lot of like higher ranking PvPers in this. Those are the ones that you'll see who like will start targeting, especially when they start to get more heated or tilted at a streak of losses or something.
Yeah.
I think
Not
that's
speaking on
just
their character, people get irritated, but
I think that's
Everyone
just
tilts.
competitive. It's unlikely.
I'm irritated now because my internet is garbanzo beans.
There we go. Everyone tilts.
Yes. See,
Everyone
that's why I've got my
poops
sword
gamer
out right now.
edition. You're what?
I said that's why I've got my sword out right now. Never mind, I'll put it away.
You own a sword. I'm not surprised.
Oh,
Not
He
at all
owns a
surprised.
few of them actually.
It-
Lucy
whack,
Lore.
whack.
Are they not fencing footballs either?
No, they're actual swords. He has the
Well,
duplicate
yeah.
of my short sword in blue because that's his favorite color.
Not purple, no.
I'm not discussing
knew it.
purple right now. Moving on.
Moving on. I know I said I wasn't gonna add anything, but you know what? I lost my train of thought on that one. But it's okay. So, can you guys foresee yourself playing for another 3 months, 6 months, a year?
With the state of it right now, no. They segregated an entire area of the world that has a good portion of disposable money, right? The Middle East is pretty much well known to have a massive amount of disposable money. And you segregated it out, right? And it was probably one of the biggest business fumbles that they could have ever had. I mean, there is servers out here in the Middle East for games, and they're generating. I can't even fathom how much they're generating, because they're catering to the fact that the people out here enjoy playing video games. It's in, I think it's in Saudi's Project 2050 of increasing
Oh,
their
they're
online,
esports.
yeah, their esports games. I think the UAE has a project similar to it. I know Qatar does. And to segregate this entire region along with Africa is silly, right? You targeted Europe, Southeast Asia, America, and Australia, but the people who really can play were on East Coast United States. And for your information, the US is huge, FYI.
Yeah.
Some of Europe, a good majority of Europe can probably play pretty well. But now you're having Africa joining to Europe, you're having the Middle East joining on Europe. And according to Where Winds Meet's actual official website, I get better service connection in Southeast Asia, which what that server is in Malaysia, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, like, why am I getting better service connection in Southeast Asia, but when I created the account, they automatically put me in Europe?
That I agree that was an oversight to start with, but I think what we're seeing from them now, like they're putting out new servers this month, in fact, right, to address that very problem. So I mean, in terms of like longevity, I think that they are keeping their eyes set, on the future of
But
the
what are they
game
gonna
and trying to
do?
keep it maintainable.
What are they gonna do for us that are out here in the Middle East? Are they going to move us
There's
to
a
the
Middle
new
East server
server? No,
coming,
I
is there
know,
Yeah,
not?
but
there is a there's a server coming on the 28th, isn't there?
like
Yeah.
with Rain saying that when he was playing out in India, he got stuck on the Southeast Asia server, and then it took him all sorts of, I don't know what. Lucy, you need
I
to
think
mute
the fix
yourself.
was
Your
just
mic
staying logged
is.
into to the EU server, right? Being logged in closer to the EU server
But
for
how
an
is that going to
extended period of
happen
time.
for us out here? Are they going to auto push us? Are they going to give us the
They
option to
might.
change?
Yeah,
Like,
they might set up a geofence and say anyone within, this proximity to this server is going to be routed here from now on, right? And that is how I assume they're going to do it, is they're just going to use a geofence. But I don't, maybe there will be issues at the start, it might be a little rocky, new pushes usually are, but, once it settles down and everyone's playing on the right server, it'll be fine, I think.
Yeah, the introduction of the western, the west coast of the US server caused issues as well, didn't it? So
It did. They kind of fumbled that one because the way they were doing PvP matchups, they switched it over to battle groups, and they were supposed to be adding a battle group for NA West, but they didn't. So anyone on NA East queuing up for 1v1 arenas or any other arenas, if they got matched up with people from the NA West server, it was a coin flip.
yeah,
Are we going to use the West or East server, right? And sometimes I would queue up because I'm NA East. Sometimes I would queue up for like group strat or something, and I would have like incredibly high ping in the same battle group, right? And it's just because they routed us to the West server. So once they add the battle groups for everyone, we'll see improvements there for the PvP at least. But we'll see how it goes.
I mean, I hope they do get it right this time, because they're adding 3 new servers. What is it? South America, Australia, and Middle East.
At least, yeah.
And to Moyoto's comment, if this doesn't change, no, I wouldn't stay. Right? Like right now, I'm literally just logging in for friends, right? Logging in for friends, wasting energy. I've completed somehow all of my PvE no hits. PvP is damn near impossible on playing on Pluto, okay? And so no, if something doesn't change, I will give it 2-3 weeks, because I know technology, it takes a while to get everything situated and get everything correct. But I don't think, if anything doesn't change within, say, a month, no, I don't think I would be here any longer.
So let's say that once they add the new servers, maybe there's a little rocky start, but they put out a fix for it, and you're now playing on, I don't know, sub 50 ping or something.
Mm-hmm.
Would that change it for you?
Honestly, right now, anything below 200 would probably change it for me, because I don't want to get political, right? But we started at like 90, and then the state of the world has pushed it to like 120 to 150, and then now progressively I'm consistently sitting at 250, 300. It doesn't really matter, right? It's all over the place. It's never been the same. And so when you see that progression, it's just gone steadily downhill, right?
That's fair.
And
That's fair.
I can't tell you for certain if it's because of the state of the political climate right now, if my internet is doing all sorts of weird funky stuff because of that. If it could be a multitude of different things, right? But I have progressively seen my connection steadily get worse and worse. So
Yeah,
unless something
it's-
changes with this server, why do I want to stay? Why would I want to stay when now it just is the same thing? Log in, waste energy, maybe do an occasional guild thing or something like that, and then what?
Mhm. Yeah, I mean that's a very valid point, and I think that's what this update coming this month is supposed to address.
I truly hope so. Like, for not just me, but for everybody who's out here in the Middle East that wants to enjoy this game, because we had a decent amount of Arab guilds. I was in one, right? It was one of the first guilds I had joined, and I can no longer find it. I don't know if they name changed or if they just disbanded. And it's sad, because I might be a little bit biased, but Arab people are some of the nicest human beings I've ever met in my life.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, if we can find a way to get that community more engaged with the game, then yeah, I think that is a plus, and let's hope that the new servers can do that.
I hope so. Lucy said that his internet is going out, so I guess I'll be taking over. Our next question was,
Can hear you, yeah.
what major problems with Where Winds Meet have you seen that affects you and your gameplay directly?
Huh?
Me,
Major
for me,
problems.
I'm different to the rest of you. I'm playing because I'm playing on PS5, aren't I? So,
Mhm.
nope. Someone just dropped out, I think. Yeah. So I get a lot of input lag with the controller, for example. If we get to
Yeah.
swapping weapons, and sometimes trying to use, consecutive mystic skills can be an issue. Those are the main two problems for me. In PvP, especially, but also in PvE with the input lag, it can cause my rotation to go all over the place.
Yeah.
Uh,
Bless your heart
uh,
for playing on controller, man.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be such a problem playing on controller if it was like through PC. I don't know. I don't know if Lucy has the same issues because he plays controller, doesn't he? But if we can get his input when he comes back, or if he comes
Yeah.
back. But yeah, that's the main issue for me. I mean, I get a black screen on entering new areas quite a lot. I don't know if that's a PS5 thing or if if it happens on PC.
Like with just a black screen after loading in.
Yeah, so it literally the screen is black, but I can see like my name tag and that above where my head should be, but everything else is black. I've still got UI and stuff like that, but I just can't see the actual game.
And you would like move around and it still stays the same.
Yeah, that's it. It can be there for 10, 15 seconds sometimes when I load into like PvP, for example. I load into a match and I have to wait until something appears before I can do anything.
Yeah, I think that might be an isolated issue for PS5. I've never had that happen.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've known of people mention it as well in like the in the server and in the game, but I don't know what they were playing on. You see, so they
Yeah.
never told me what they were playing on.
Yeah.
Reddit is something I've seen it on as well. I've seen people complaining on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you
I,
said, it could well be isolated to PS5, but I don't know because not everyone mentions what they're actually playing. I think a lot of people tend to assume that it's on PC.
yeah. Yeah. I typically assume most people are playing on PC, to be
Yeah,
honest. Yeah.
that's it. Like people, if they're trying to sort of teach me something, like they'll say, "Oh yes, just press spear Q," and it's like, and at first I had no idea what button that was.
Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I didn't know what it did. So I was like, right, okay, so what's that? Turns out, it's the martial
Yeah.
arts. So,
Yeah.
but
I mean, I'm guilty of doing that too, because whenever I would help someone, because at first I didn't even know this game is cross-platform. So it's just like press Q,
no,
right? You're like, what is that on controller? I'm like, I don't know.
I
I don't know.
I actually had to go into game settings and I took a screenshot just to be able to tell people what key they need to press correctly
yeah,
on
Mhm.
controller. And I have it sometimes. I have it pulled up because, massive monitor. I can pull up 8 million things at once.
yeah, I could imagine mine. So,
So, yeah. I mean, we've already talked about, for me, like the problems.
Mhm.
And so I guess that
I
that
mean,
moves in, right, to possibly our
so
next question.
well, I mean, I can give a quick answer to this one. It's kind of the same as Azzy's. It's ping, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ping is the big issue for everyone. This game is so ping dependent, like in both PvE and PvP. If your ping is not lower than, you know, I don't know, lower than like 15, then there are players that will be consistently outperforming you just because of that fact.
yeah,
So there, it's
Anyone
a
can
problem.
outperform me. Like,
Yeah,
I.
it's a problem. It is, and they need to work on their net code or whatever the fuck it is that makes it better for players that don't have the best ping. So yeah, I mean that's it, really.
Yeah. So I guess that moves us into our next question is, do you think the devs are listening to everyone? Like, should they have been listening from the very start of the game? Because I see them now saying, like, we're trying, but this came out in November, December, something like that.
November, yeah.
Yeah.
Shouldn't they have been listening to global from the very beginning? I mean, now you're opening it up to the rest of the world, right?
I think they have been. Honestly, like I really do think they have been. I've never seen a game, and I've played a lot of games in my life, right? I have never seen a game address issues as quickly as this game, especially after launch. Like, you know, there was like a lot of small issues, and you know, putting them in the surveys, putting them in bug reports and everything, and those would just get fixed the next patch, right? And the surveys that they put out a per version survey to you know, give us the chance to express issues, right, that we are experiencing with that specific patch of the game, right? Did something new pop up with this patch? Did something, you know, is something still wrong with this patch, etc., right? So I think they have been. I think the main problem is uh, they may have been focused on maybe the wrong things at first, or maybe the wrong things in terms of like player retention. Like they focused a lot on UI improvements, right? We asked for a lot of those, and we got almost all of them. But as for the actual gameplay itself, like with the ping thing, you know, that's obviously a lot harder to fix. But I have heard that they are working on something like that in China. So, but yeah, I mean, I think they are listening, and I think they have been listening from the start.
In
That's my
regards to
answer.
those surveys, there has been a few of them that I can't complete because I don't know. I have to play in windowed mode, or I would break my neck having to look from the right, look to the left, right? It would be impossible. Some of them I can't scroll down. There it says I'm missing a question and I physically can't scroll to it, right? I can't even see it. Or I can see
Oh.
maybe I'll show you later. But like I can see maybe the tops of a question and it's like something something something, right? I can only read half of it. Do you agree? One on a scale of 1 to 5, and I can't click anything, right? Or I can see a number, and I still can't click anything.
Interesting. Interesting. I've not had that issue. That would be something to put in a bug report for. But I mean, I understand not everyone's gonna experience, you know, have experience a bug and then put in a bug report, right? Not everyone's gonna do that. It's, you know,
Yes,
effort that
Drain.
that you know, you don't want to spend, and that's fine,
Yeah.
right? But I
I
mean,
got
I
asked
do
if
put in bug reports consistently, but uh, yeah, I've not had that issue.
yeah.
So yeah,
Well, I mean,
if some people are having that and they can't actually, you know, give feedback because of that, then yeah, that's a problem.
I have my monitor is the Samsung Odyssey like 49-inch monitor, right? It's massive. And
Hmm.
it is the reason why I have to play in windowed mode because if I tried to play it everywhere else in full screen, I would quite literally be having to sit either a mile away from my computer, right? Like
Yeah.
if anyone was here when I actually finally face revealed, I would have to sit at my windows to play or I'd be breaking my
Yeah.
neck. So
First world problems.
I don't know. I think they spend a lot of time fixing little things and not fixing the overall picture. And I
Yeah.
Yeah.
we started the game with like 9, 10, 11 something million people.
15. Yeah, 15 million.
Okay, that's a lot of people. And we're at I don't know. What do you think? Definitely
That's
not
an
that.
excellent question. I know a few months ago we were down to 9 million from 15, but I don't know what we're at now.
But is that actual? Or is that people's alternate accounts? Is that a bot account? Is that actual human beings? Because I've personally, when you're in online mode, a couple months ago, you'd see so many people that they wouldn't load properly. They wouldn't load in. Now, trickles. Nobody. Empty.
Yeah.
Really? Where are you going in online mode?
Perhaps it's just EU, maybe it's the time, but I don't know. I don't think we are at that number that they are saying we are at.
I don't think
And
they've put out a number in quite a while.
The
right.
only stats I've really seen are Steam based, you know, where it was like, I think it was at their peak was 250,000 players, daily players, and then it's down to sort of around the 25,000 at the moment. But that's only Steam, so yeah, I hadn't seen, like, you know, including the actual Women's Meet app, and
Yeah.
PS5 mobile players, you know, so I'm not sure about the other numbers really, but so I know a
Yeah.
lot of people have moved from Steam, haven't they, to the official app.
Yeah, like the NetEase launcher for it.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be, I don't know, more performant or something. I'm
And
just on Steam now.
it's hard, right? And that brings me to wonder if they slowed down and didn't try to catch us up with CN, because what they're wanting us to catch up in July, August, something like that.
August, yeah.
Yeah. That's not even a year since the game's been out in global. Do you think they're moving too fast?
They
Because
were.
I do. I think they're moving way too fast, way too soon, right? Like, especially how money grabby some of the banners are. China
yeah,
had so long for these, and it's been back to back to back to back to back.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel horrible for some people who really just like the fashion in here. They can't afford it. Maybe if they were given, a month or 2 or 3 between these heavy expense banners.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah. I definitely think it would help for player retention if like the banners were just more accessible in general. You know, a lot of it is very costly, isn't it? Especially the gacha system.
I mean, I'm gonna
Yeah.
be honest. I've been open about how much I've spent. Anyone can ask, right? Like
Mhm.
the newest one, I spent 1,700. I spent
Yeah, on the full banner.
1,700 on the full banner. And
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
I think they would have had a lot more people participating if it wasn't right after the one before that, the bird one that you're wearing, Cole, right? Because I spent another 300 or 400 on that one.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
And
No, I agree. They're so I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of torn because the way they monetize is exclusively through cosmetics, and there's no pay to win. So at the same time of like, yeah, that sucks for players who maybe can't afford it, right? There are the free banners. They're not nearly as good looking, but they are free, right? You can get them just through gameplay. Um, and I think I was watching this video. Some Chinese player is being interviewed, and he said that the banner releases were pretty much at the same pace in China.
hmm,
But the content releases, like the new maps and stuff that we're seeing every patch here in global, those took much longer over in China, like several months in between new maps and stuff. So
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I would have enjoyed it more had we slowed down just relatively, right? Like
yeah,
improving gear, breakthroughs, having to refarm gear and then do it again in 2 weeks. That got a bit excessive.
it was exhausting.
Right.
Yeah,
It
Yeah.
was. It was excessive. It was exhausting, and it was like, why am I even doing this? What is the point in even caring about gear? What is the
it's
point?
just going to be in the arsenal in 2 weeks. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt too.
Yeah.
And with their new thing, they slowed it down, right? Patch 1.6. They completely slowed it down. We're going to be using 91 gear for a very long time, and they added the relaying system, so we're going to be able to relay our gear to 96 when that
Yeah.
comes out too. So I mean, I think they did kind of address that problem with content coming out too fast, right? And I think the main problem with that was the gear fatigue, right? Because
Yeah.
it felt very grindy, and it was like, okay, well, what's the point? You know, this is an end game, so you know, whatever, just gonna go in the arsenal. But I think that part is addressed, and I think that the pace that they're planning on releasing content now is good because it's just like playable content, right?
Yeah. But that's just
It's
like
not
pumping the brakes after we've already gotten the ticket.
sure,
Right?
sure.
Like yeah, now you're slowing down, but you already got the ticket. So what's the point?
But
Right?
I mean, we spoke and they listened, right? So that's kind of what I'm seeing with that, and I think that is a very good sign,
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah. And I do think they have been listening, but for some people it's been too late, right? Like they lost a lot of people.
Yeah, a
What
lot
are
of my
they
friends included.
what are they going to have to do to even entice those people to come back, right? Like
Mm,
if that's what
yeah.
if you're wanting global, if you're wanting your game to be popular back in the global community, you're going to have to do something to bring those players back because right now their trust in this game, their trust in these developers is through the window, right? There it's non-existent.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think the ketchup shop that they added is way too inefficient for people, either returning players or new players, because I mean, if for instance a new or returning player wants to go into 1v1 arenas and get mythic, right? They're going to be up against people with tier 6 interways, and there is no thing in the game right now that I'm aware of that will help new or returning players level up their interways, because that power gap is insane.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just a very quick way for them to level, but you don't have the time in game, right? You won't be able to compete with the people who have been playing longer. So while the get catch up is great for gear, it's not great for everything else,
Hmm.
right? Like I started a new character to be able to take some more cinematic videos, just like the uh, the one I just posted on YouTube, because I'd already finished it, and I noticed that some of those campaigns it doesn't allow you to do the quest replay, which I think they need to address that, right? What if I enjoyed that replay? What if I enjoyed that quest enough? Would I want to make content with it? And I can't now.
Which one? Which one can't you?
There's a few of
Great
them.
point.
I would have to go through the list, but there's a few of them. And I'm not talking about
Uh,
this new area. I'm talking like Qinghe, Kaifeng, right? Not
mhm.
Heshi, but the previous areas.
Gotcha.
And
Mm.
I don't know. They would need to have something, right? If I had quit, if I had completely stopped. As of right
Mm.
now, there is nothing that they could release to bring me back to the game. There's nothing.
Mm.
They're bringing the guild tower and pets and farming and stuff in what, June?
I
There's
believe
something like that.
so. But I think the guild tower is coming this month. I think.
Why didn't we have that at the beginning? Why didn't we have something to do with friends at the beginning, right? There's very little that you can do with your friends in game, and it's very lonely.
Mhm. Yeah, they definitely do need to step up their group content, group PvE content specifically,
Hmm.
because yeah, as of right now, it's just like Sword Trial really is and Hero Realm are the only two that are even remotely interesting, and it's just like drop in, kill a boss, right? And it's not
And
like
there's only so many times I can do that before I go
yeah,
insane.
yeah, and it's like a lot of people have been saying they need to add like actual dungeons where you actually like go in, fight through mobs to get to the boss, and maybe enhance rewards for something like that, right? And I think that would be excellent. And I don't know if Guild Tower is going to be that, but I think they should add like a pug version, right? That you can just do with anyone.
Yeah. I think that would be
But
so fun, right? Like,
yeah.
give me a reason to hop in a Discord voice chat with my friends, laughing, dying, jumping off cliffs, right? Like,
Hmm.
instead of going, do you know how many times I saw a bomb lady? Do you know how many times I saw that woman? So many times I had nightmares about her.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was kind of rinsed, man. Because then they like added the sword trial or no, they added the hero realm as a sword trial, and
Uh,
then the sword trial just became supreme, and it's just like this shit's rinsed, man. Like,
give
give us
me
something
give me
new.
something interesting, right? Give me something that
Yeah.
I want to go and be like, "Hey, let's go do this," right? Like, we don't know the mechanics. We're gonna pull a cami. We're just gonna unga bunga it, right?
Yeah.
We're just
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
jump in. We die. We die. We're laughing about it. First time I had my full T6 inners and I wasn't in voice, and you guys were like, "Oh, as he died," and then I came
When you
back,
came
and
back,
they're like,
they
"Hold
were like,
on."
what the hell?
This is a zombie. Yep.
Right? Like give me a reason. I That's all I need is a reason. I think a lot of people just need that reason, right?
Hmm.
And you're
Yeah.
lacking it. You're 100% lacking that reason. Just like the addictive PvPers, they're lacking the reason to want to continue because of all the problems,
Yeah.
because of
Hmm.
all the imbalances, because not getting patch notes, because they're not getting what they want. And that is all that they want to do. They don't care about PvE. Do you know how many people I've looked at their journals? They didn't even complete any of their world bosses. They barely did the main story just to unlock it.
Yeah. Well,
And they
there's a
don't
lot of them.
care. They don't care about PvE. All they
Mm.
care about is PvP.
Th- And I think because the combat is good. Like their combat system is great. It's just their networking is lacking.
And
But
I've
I mean,
watched a lot of PvPers and partnered with some of them, right?
Your
And
collection.
shush. And
PvP or collection.
watching their streams is, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even pay attention anymore, right? It's the same thing. It's the same people. It's just, am I gonna win or you gonna win, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much all it is now, isn't it? It was an afterthought, wasn't it? The PvP segments of the game.
I don't think
Initially,
it
it was.
was. Was it?
It,
I don't
it,
know.
it,
I'm
it,
not.
it feels like it was.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure I saw somebody in the comments before saying that like the game was initially meant to be envisioned as like just a solo game.
Yeah, someone said that. I think Tento did that. It was supposed to be a solo game, which brings me
Oh,
up to one of the questions somewhere of, oh, I lost it. Hold on, I goldfish. Don't mind me.
Goldfish again. It's not the first time, don't worry.
It won't be the
We're
last
used
time.
to it by now. We're used to it.
It won't be the last time. Nope, lost it. All right, maybe we'll come back to it. There was a different one as how much do you think Global has spent on this game?
Jesus.
a hell of
They
a lot.
don't release that information. I don't think they will. So, but the number of people I see with 2 core banners is extremely high. So, there is a chance to get those for free, right? So maybe not everyone who has one had paid for it, but I'm sure at least everyone is buying. Maybe not everyone. I'm sure the majority of players are buying the battle pass, buying the monthly fund, and just that alone, you know, do the math, right? It's however many players.
What the
Let's
battle pass
say,
is like?
yeah, let's say they have 1 million players right now, right? And they bought the $20 battle pass, 20 million bucks, right? And that's just for one battle pass in a month, right? So that could be monthly, so just from the battle pass.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
mean, and sometimes even that is kind of expensive, which is why we've hosted a ton of events, just me giving it away, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel so bad for some people because some of this is paywalled,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like if you look at the event currently, the back to no, a fine little shop and needing the feather thingies, right? Yeah, the sure thing feathers. To purchase it out, you physically cannot do it without the battle pass to purchase it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the feathers come in the chest, don't they? Yeah. So.
Yep. You physically cannot do it without purchasing a battle pass.
Can't do it virtually either. Yeah. It's a problem.
It's a problem.
Yeah. It's a problem.
So we give away so much, and I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, and I think everyone appreciates, not everyone can afford the battle pass, so when you do your hide and seek and you give away 10 of them, I'm sure a lot of people are very grateful for that because maybe they can't afford it on their own.
Yeah, and I think that was the original goal for when we created Morningstar, right? Like when we created the server, which is another question that was somewhere in Goldfish, and I can't find the question was why was Morningstar created? And to be honest, originally, it was created because on New Year's, I was going to purchase into the fireworks show, and that was 24,000 pearls minimum.
Damn.
That was 24,000 pearls minimum because it's bidding. You have to bid to get into it. And I was doing it on my phone in Germany, and it wasn't working. Right? Like, I kept getting an error. So I was like, screw this. Let's just give it away. Right? I was going to spend the pearls anyway on something stupid, something not tangible. It was a not even 4 minute thing, and it's gone. 24,000 pearls is $400.
It's a lot of money for 4 minutes.
And I don't even think it's 4 minutes, to be quite honest. I think it's a minute. So we started Morningstar it wasn't even a Discord server yet. It was in Velvet Shade Sec Chat, and we would do that daily question where I would ask a question at a certain time. You would swap to a different world chat, or not world chat, Sec Chat, answer it, and then we would just select 3 random people because I can only gift 3 people a day, which I think is silly on NetEase's end of limiting that 3 people a day.
I agree.
And I would just give them a 60 pearl outfit, right? And that made so many people's day, right? It made so many people, because even though it's 99 cents, it's still a lot for some people. Oh, thanks, Care, for the sub with Prime. You didn't have to.
And I don't think I don't think prices are localized, right? They're not.
I don't think so. I'm not entirely sure. I've only ever paid in US. So but yeah, like Mizuno said, in some economies, that's an entire day's worth of meals. And yes, Tento, I started in Silver Needle, and then I swapped to Velvet when Velvet came, and then I divorced everybody and left.
Yeah.
And now we're back. So but yeah, and we started the Discord because I wanted to bring it out to more than just people in Velvet Shade. I wanted to increase that to more people, to make more people's day, to give back, right? I'd already spent $200 or $400 on 24,000 pearls. I already spent it. It's done. It's over with. I can't get a refund. So I might as well give it, right? I was already going to spend it on some fireworks show. And I did. And Cole over here has been the mastermind behind the Discord server and the Discord bot, and I kid you not, by the end of this year, we're going to have that Discord bot on a website. I'm not taking no for excuses.
Okay, I figured out. I'm gonna rewrite it and go.
And yeah, like even if I have to pay for the web housing and whatever else tech stuffy stuff, I will, because we're gonna get it on there.
Okay.
Alright? And we've just expanded from there, and then the guild started. NG and I were in Warden, and I had some issues with my grandmother medical wise when we were doing GVG, and I left mid entirety of it because she's always going to come before a video game. Like I do not care. You
What?
can bitch me out.
Family
You can,
before video games?
right? Like
What are your
Wait,
priorities, girl?
you can bitch me out, and some people did. I mean, NG can attest that some people got real mad, and I was like, no, you're not gonna get mad at me for prioritizing my 70-year-old grandmother that I ripped out of her home in the United States and moved her to halfway across the world, and she's not feeling good. Okay, you're not.
Why'd you make that sound so violent?
I did. It was.
Ripped her out of her house.
I did. Okay, I actually did. She fought me so hard on moving to Qatar, and I was like, I'm not taking no for an answer. We're going, and here we are.
Okay, then.
And yeah, so I left the entire guild. I was like, screw you guys. I'm out of here. If you guys can't understand that family always come, and it's not them. Like the guild lead, I don't remember what his name was now. He was from Egypt. So he understood that family came first. It was everybody else that didn't understand family came first. And then Warden disbanded. And I was like, oh, what was that? Like 2 days later, NG, that Warden disbanded?
Yeah, it's probably around about a week altogether, I think, by the time it finally, yeah, because loads of people just ended up leaving.
Yeah, and I
I
was
think
like,
a lot of them went juiced, so.
and I was like, okay, well, you know what? I've been to so many guilds. A lot of guilds have a lot of drama. I'm tired of it. I started my own. It was just going to be me, my god kid. That was it. That was the extent. We were going to figure it out, right? And then NG came, and Rain came, and Ghost came, and some other people from Warden that are no longer here came. And I hijacked Cole from Hush. And it just seems like I've hijacked a lot of people. Okay, I kidnapped. Sorry.
It's what you do.
Yeah.
It is what you do.
Yeah.
And well, Tento, we don't really have drama anymore. The drama has vacated the guild. They went and made their own guild, and I wish them the very best. I have no hard feelings. It's all love from here, right? Like I love that you left. You guys have friends. You stayed friends, and you're enjoying a game together with your friends. I will enjoy it with mine. Right? And I have randomly invited people, and some of them stayed, you know, like Moyuto, who's in the comments right now, who's been so helpful and supportive, was a random invite. Just, I might have
Diamond in
spammed
the
it.
rough, that man.
I might have spammed that invite. Who knows? I don't know. I got kidnapped. Yeah. Spammed invite for. I did. I just spammed invites, right?
Victim. Sorry, Manito.
And here we are, right? And in January, I know NG and I'm gonna hijack Cole. He needs to go get his passport. We're all flying to India for Rain's wedding. It will, for NG, it might be the second time we've met up, because I might go to Europe this next upcoming month. But for everybody else, it's pretty much gonna be the first time we've ever seen each other. And
It'll be interesting.
yeah, and we're going to a country that none of us have any idea about. I definitely don't speak the language. Rain, if you're here, you're gonna be working overtime, bud. And
I'm
yeah.
gonna be butchering all of the city names, don't you worry. For everyone's amusement, including my own.
Damassery.
Rain
Yeah,
said, "Say
yeah.
what?" Yeah, when we come to your wedding in India, you're gonna be working overtime, okay? Because I have no idea how to get around anywhere in India. Um, Good luck, NG.
So I don't know any of you, brother.
We're gonna
Brother.
do the typical high society show up, wait until the first toast, and then we're going to sneak out the side door. Rain, I love you. But when you said there's gonna be a crap ton of people, my social
And a mass.
anxiety was like, nah.
Yeah, what was it? It was like 1,000 people, and then it was 8 hours of ceremonies or something like that.
Yeah,
That's what
nah.
most people. Okay.
And yeah,
Yeah.
we're coming to India. Rain said it's in January. I already bought tickets for all of January. Um, I'm gonna be there the entire month. I have absolutely no idea what we're gonna do in India, but I'm gonna be there for an entire month. I think NG said he's gonna be there like 2 or 3 weeks, and Cole was like a week or something like that. So,
Tops.
Yeah, possibly 2 weeks for me. I think at most. I would have thought. Depends on how much holiday time I can get, but
um, but yeah, it's uh, it's gonna be a fun time. I don't know 1,000 people, so it's gonna be please hurry for the love of my sanity. Get to the toast where I can respectfully leave.
Yeah. Yeah. Felt that.
So, but I mean, did anyone else in the comments have questions for coffee talk? Um, because we kind of, or is there anything else that we haven't touched on, Cole and G? Because we touched on all the questions that I had.
Yeah, I don't know. I think as far as the list of questions goes, I think we covered everything.
yeah,
Oh,
just
Sheer just
my
redeemed
notes is
hydrate.
concerned.
All right, let me finish this water for you, Sheer.
I said, bro, I don't know 1,000 people. It's his wedding. Like,
Man, I don't
damn.
know without. Okay, in my defense, if I was to get remarried, if my family had their option of of planning it, which they most likely would, yeah, it would probably be like 1,000 to 2,000 people, and I'm gonna be honest, I might only know 10 of them. The rest, I'm like, who are you? I have no idea. But also in my defense, I can um like just stumble upon random people who most people you would think would know face wise, and it's happened, and I'm like, I don't know who you are, and they're like, oh, you don't know me? No. And frankly, I don't care either. Thanks. Sheer, I'm not drinking more water, okay? I will piss myself.
Where is this? Hold on. Hold on. There we go.
Oh my god. Oh my god. All I
Some more.
stop.
You are gonna be well hydrated
I
tonight.
guess so.
You're
Oh
gonna be-
my god.
You're gonna be up all, you're gonna be up all night peeing.
Where? How do I time this? Oh goodness, that's a tough. You know what? I already have, what is this, like a liter bottle next to me. I will literally get waterlogged if I tried to drink. Can we spread this out over the next 2 hours?
Yeah. Let's do that. We can also refund those redeems. So don't worry.
Right. But so, oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad we named them tears because I'm gonna be crying. So, yeah. Well, to be honest, I think there is one last question that I had was what what do we think that NetEase could do to bring people back? Tento, I'm not drinking 2 wine bottles, okay? I have some coffee. Does that count? Nobody tell anybody that I'm drinking coffee and it is 9:30 at night.
It's decaf, right?
No.
Sure. Yeah, the answer is yes. Just yes.
It's too late now. It's out there.
It's,
I'm dying.
but what could they do? I mean, it's fix the issue of ping.
I think
I think that would draw a lot of people back, and then adding some sort of interway catch up for new or returning players, so they're not fighting tier 6 interways on, like, I don't know, tier 1, tier 4, whatever. There's a massive power gap. I think those two things.
I think so. But I also think
Yeah.
they could add. They have a few events, right? Like the tavern is okay. It's a little repetitive.
Mm.
I think they should think of some sort of interesting event, right? Something that takes longer than a week. Something that you have a reason to log in and play with your friends and reward that, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
make it to some sort of reward that is given to where you can only earn it from this.
Yeah,
And like some people who
agree.
are saying that they're walking into these events and finishing it in 30 minutes. Right? And I don't
Mm-hmm.
think that is a good enough reason for people to come back, because if I can finish that in 30 minutes, what was the point?
Yeah, no, you need something a little more consistent. Actually, Moyoto in the chat has an interesting suggestion here. He says, my suggestion to the game would be a creation hub where people are able to design their own world, create their own map, bosses, dungeons, games. I think that would be a little extra, doing all, like, bosses in particular, but I think it's a cool idea.
Yeah.
But this would require them to that's a massive undertaking. I don't see that happening. A creation studio where people script around and do stuff over the limit of the game. I think that's a really interesting point. If they made a publicly available API for programmers to use to make cool things for the game, I think that could help too. You know, but as of right now, they don't have that. There's hacky solutions, hacky workarounds, but there's no public API that's available for anyone to use. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think there's a lot of possibility, there's a lot of chances for them to regain those people, right?
Mhm.
And they need to explore that in itself. They need to find something that will return those people back. And if you redeem Hydrate again, I will quite literally cry. There's only so much water I can drink in this span. I'm supposed to be streaming with my godson tomorrow at a ton of time tomorrow, like almost all day after I get back from the beach, of just building guild base. Like I have no intention of ending stream until guild base is at least halfway done.
Oh my god.
And
That's
How long it took you last time?
it's just
days. But I promised Ave that I would stream tomorrow and I would record it for her, because I'm most likely going to wear probably one of my favorite outfits ever. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's kind of gothic, but it's okay. It's fine. You know.
let's see it.
But I do agree that they need to do something to bring in events that can't be done in 30 minutes, right? And frankly, I do appreciate that they're spending a lot of time on PvE, but I'm gonna be quite honest, if I have to see Death of a Governor one more time, I will jump
Yeah, no.
off this cliff, all right? And I will not come back. Right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I set that thing on 3 times speed and I was still there 2 hours later.
Yeah.
Boy. Yep. That was
Yeah.
a long one. I thought Burlap Sack was bad. Death of the
And
Governor really took the cake on
and
fucking boring.
or Mistvale Prison. Listen, devs, if you're listening to this, or if you ever come across this, I just want to chat, please and thank you. I will even pay for your therapy, right? Like, please and thank you, because if I ever have to see another Mistvale Prison, or Mistvale Dungeon, or Mistvale Horror anything, I will cry, and it will not be a very fun cry. Okay. I will pay for your therapy. You have my email. Please email me. I will directly wire it so you can go to therapy.
Yeah.
I didn't even think it was that bad. Maybe that says more about me, though.
I didn't either. Honestly, the Mistville ones, just Mistville City, there is one chest that I'm missing in there, and
Oh, really?
I've probably spent several hours looking for that one singular chest, and I've just accepted that it'll never happen. So that will remain incomplete. But the other ones, I think they were fairly simple. It was just kind of puzzly, right?
Yeah, no.
That's
The
not for
hold
everyone.
my hand, I'm gonna need you to hold a lot of things, right?
God.
You're gonna have to hold me because I definitely do not want to go back into another one of those things. Okay, I can't even horror house. All right, my brother and some person I was seeing at the time wanted to go to a horror house, haunted house thing, and I kid you not, we weren't even 5 minutes in it. We weren't even 5 minutes in it, and something touched my foot. Next thing you know, I'm on this person's back, and I was like, no, 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 no. You're gonna carry me through this whole thing, and they did.
Wait, like with Eternal Vow?
No, in an
Oh.
actual haunted house.
Okay. I thought you were talking about in the game. Something in the game. Okay.
No, I just paid Lucy. I mean, I did publish the video of the last time I went through Mistvale prison dungeon horror thing.
Yeah.
And there's a few times where I screamed, right? Like if you enjoy screaming.
Yeah, that bride had a significant effect on you.
Do I want to play Dead
Very much
Space?
so.
No. I don't even know what that is. I don't want to know what that is. But that
Oh,
is a
you
no.
die.
Thank you.
You die of fear playing Dead Space, I think.
I played Dead by Daylight with my best friend a handful of times, and apparently I unlocked yodel screaming. I don't even know how to yodel.
Yeah, there's fireworks over here.
But that was a yodel scream.
That's fine.
Yeah, you did make some interesting noises during that. Very interesting
Listen,
noises.
we can
They're
talk. The deer, the 8 million life deer boss, right? That,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
haven't even finished collecting the chests in there. I found Cole's sign, and then I looked up, and this shadow minotaur thing was running at me. I screamed, it probably screamed, and I left.
You
Okay.
sounded so defeated when you said that. Oh
Okay.
my
That's another one. I didn't think it was that bad. As long as you run past them, you find their body and kill it, and like destroy the body. Then it
I
destroys the
didn't
shadow.
know I was supposed to do that.
God. Yeah.
I left.
Yeah.
I was like, no, 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 no. Listen.
Why isn't it dying?
Why am I being attacked? Why are you coming after me? We can talk, okay? We can talk about it. We can be friends. Right? Like, listen.
Listen, we can talk about this. Let's use our words.
we can be friends, right? But I'm gonna need you to stay over there in that corner, at least 100 yards from me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no thank you. If
That is
there's
fine.
upcoming bosses with horror things like that, no thank you.
I mean, the only horror I think is going to be the mechanics. I think we have a few coming up that have a bunch of white mechanics, and
Vampire.
several with like 2 bosses at the same time, kind of thing. There's some interesting ones coming up.
Tento's like, if I don't see you, you don't see me either. Yes. 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 I will when my dog Mulligan does that. When he's in trouble, he will look away from you as if I don't know what you're talking about. I can't see you. Therefore you don't exist. Therefore I'm not in trouble. That will be me. And please, for the love of my sanity, stop redeeming hydrate before I literally piss an ocean.
I'm rejecting all of I'm rejecting all of these things. But no, I should just complete them so you don't get your points back.
I hope you know how to can call you Dran? Is it Dran?
Trantane.
Drantane. Okay.
Mm.
If you know how to swim, it's hilarious.
Sorry, I feel like that sounded even more seductive than it should have been.
Huh?
Huh?
You know.
What?
I mean, I started in Velvet for a reason.
You always have more seductive than you mean to, like by promising people that you'll sit on them. It's like
Hey,
that's not a threat, Azzy.
I meant you're gonna be face down and I'm sitting on your back. You couldn't. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Fucking rain.
Allow. Oh, yeah. Allow that shit.
So, but yeah, I guess tomorrow I will be streaming in probably one of my favorite outfits. I guess people will see it. You can enjoy the background of Doha.
Something to look forward to.
Are you going to do it in the daylight this time of year?
Yeah.
So you don't need to shine a spotlight in your face like last time.
Oh my goodness, I could not see for forever. Forever. And if I get another person that says, I didn't know you were pretty, I will strangle you. Okay? Strangle.
Again, not a threat to some people.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah, but those people are creeps.
So, yeah. But that's about it. I'm gonna be going insane with the building. Think Pirates of the Caribbean meets Where Winds Meet.
Interesting times.
I know. I'm gonna go insane. As a goth face
Self-inflicted,
tomorrow.
by the way. Self-inflicted, by the
I
way.
usually wear a lot of neutral colors: black, white, tan. Green's my favorite, so you'll catch me in a lot of green. But I mean, I don't know. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Self-inflicted
Yeah.
pain, I suppose. Masochistic. It's fine. I don't think I can legally
Yeah.
say that.
As long as you've got plenty of wine, I think you'll be all right.
Oh, I've got plenty. I have in Qatar you have to have a permit to go to QDC, which is Qatar Distribution Center,
Yeah.
and you can purchase alcohol, I think cigarettes, which they just banned. So, um, and pork and mojito. I am American. Let that sink in for a second there. And I just got the permit updated. So you're given an allowance every year, and it's based on your income. So mine was pretty high.
Yeah, I was going to say, you must have an extortionate amount of allowance.
But I don't really drink that much, to be quite honest, right? Like I have over.
Are you sure?
Yes. I have over like 5,000 bottles back home in the States. And they kind of just sit there, right? They just sit there.
That's because you're not in the States.
No,
Yeah.
even when I was in the States, they just sat there and collected dust. I would have to dust them a lot. But
Mm-hmm.
Like they're
No.
antique bottles or something.
there's a few of them, yeah. Yeah, there's a few of them that are pretty antique. I got gifted, I guess Lamborghini made a champagne. Do I know why? No, but they did. And I got gifted a bottle, and it just sits in its box on the shelf. Or like, do you know Cole, do you know Blue Label?
I want to say yes.
Um,
Let's see.
they're like $500 bottles of, what is it, whiskey?
Oh,
And
Scotch. Yeah, Scotch.
okay, so they make a new box for Chinese New Year every year. And they're so pretty. The boxes and the bottles are so pretty that I have a lot of them. And I've never opened them. They just sit there because the boxes are pretty.
He's just a hoarder.
Hey, I like pretty things, okay? I'm female. I like shiny shit. Dragon.
You're like a magpie.
Dragon. And no, I'm not an alcoholic. Correct, Draintain. I'm a collector. I collect things like jewelry and apparently people.
Definitely people.
Specifically PvPers.
So, yeah. Was there any other questions before I end this? Because we do have a guild party coming up.
Do we? Oh yeah, so we do. No, I apologise. I've been a little bit quiet during this whole thing, but like I said, I'm not feeling
It's okay.
top notch today. But
It's okay. I mean, coffee talk will,
It's going around.
yeah, probably be again next week on Friday, probably at this time.
I'll try and have some coffee next time. So that I feel like
Probably
I'm
a good
actually.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess if we don't have any questions, I suppose I will see everybody tomorrow. I guess you'll see Goth Azzy. Don't judge.
Not Azzy. Hell yeah.
You
Can't
you
wait.
can have goth eyeshadow on as well. Yeah.
No, I can't do my makeup worth a damn.
It's alright. Just use lots of black. You look plenty goth.
That was one of the skills that I don't have.
Just use corpse paint. You look like a black metaler from Norway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, thanks
Not a question, but some words I have said a lot of times. Thank you for being a member. I appreciate all you guys are friends. Oh, thanks, Mayudo.
Yeah.
We love you too. Thanks for being such an engaged part of the community. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
For sure. One of the best random invites. If I spam the invite, I'm not sorry.
Well, we do need the active members, really, don't we? You know, so
Well, I
True,
mean,
true.
I think we have solidified that we wanted to create Morningstar as a recognizable community.
yeah,
And somewhere where people can come and interact and feel safe, right? Like I've said it before, if someone just wants someone to talk to, I don't care if it's 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. You are more than welcome to message me. You're more than welcome to call and say, hey, I just need someone to listen. I might be half asleep. I cannot guarantee you I will remember the conversation tomorrow. But I will listen, right? Like, and I've told everybody, if you come to Doha, if you're coming to Qatar, I will meet you at the airport. I will happily show you around Doha, even though my Arabic is not the best. Thankfully, they all speak English here.
That is good to know.
Right? Like, English is Qatar's national language. Like, I will personally pick you up from the airport. And we can go around and I'll take you to some of the souks, which I quite enjoy going to, and the museums. And there's so many cool places here. There's so much to see. There's so much to do. Doha never sleeps. So if you are ever in the area, let me know. Right? Let me know. And I will meet you at the airport, and we can go around. We can get coffee. We can go have shawarma somewhere, or anything, right?
Sold.
I
Yeah.
love this country so much, and I love the people here, and I love the people in the Middle East. Like I was saying earlier, Arabs are some of the nicest people I have ever met. And I split half my time growing up in Kansas, which has some of the nicest people in the world. And
Sold.
right?
Completely. Yeah, sounds great.
My
Paradise.
favorite country that I've ever been? Here. Here or the Emirates, honestly. And for the sheer fact that it is unbelievably clean, everybody is so nice, it is so safe, right? Like, an example that I've used quite often is I've left my Birkin just sitting on a table in a mall, and I went to the restroom, came back, right? Like my Birkin, my laptop, everything. And I came back and it was still there. Nobody touched it. Nothing was gone. I can leave my car on, which everyone does here in the middle of summer. And I can leave so much expensive stuff in my car, keys in the car, unlocked, have the people washing my car wash it while I'm shopping. And I come back hours later and everything is still there. Right? Like, I don't have to worry about, did I lock my car? Did I take all of my personal belongings out of it? Did I lock my house? Did I do this? Did I do this? Do I have to wear a purse freaking in some ungodly way because it's gonna get snatched? Right? No, I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that.
Is it possibly because of like they're harsher on crime than a lot of places in the world? Do you think, or
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know the reason exactly why it is so safe here. But to skirt around politics, because I don't really like talking politics, the second my president was elected, I left. And I'm glad I
Mhm.
left because my grandmother is Korean. She's very, very evidently Asian. And so I left. I moved, and I've loved the Middle East. I've been coming out here for over a decade. I I don't know, right? It was somewhere in the world that was safe for women. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna apply for a permit, or not a permit, a visa. And I got one. I got the visa. It was an investor's visa. And yeah, called it a day, right? Moved my grandmother out here. I'm working on getting her a visa. If I can't get her a normal one, I will just get her an investor's visa. I'll buy another apartment or whatever, put it in her name. She'll qualify for the investor's visa, and we'll be here for at least 5 to 7 years.
It's cool to have this information from someone like, on the inside living in Qatar, for example, because, the Middle East, it gets a lot of flack from outside the Middle East based on what people are told, doesn't it, Steve? I think that's the
Definitely
main
does.
problem. Yeah, people who believe the crap that they read on social media and in the tabloids and everything. And I think that's the main problem. So having like sort of an insider scoop is good as well.
And I I know Qatar has been very big about wanting to broaden their presence in the world, right? They want to be a tourist destination. And if I can help that, I'm going to because I love it here. So much that I have accepted guest teaching, guest lecturing at Qatar University. I've guest
Yeah.
lectured at the University of Texas, which has a outreach university here in Qatar, in Doha. There's a handful of people, or not people, universities that have campuses here. And I think that is amazing, right? Like, I went
Yeah.
to UT, I got my master's at UT. Um, don't anyone ever say Longhorns to me, though, right? Don't do it.
Huh.
I, no. Um,
Sports.
yeah, I don't sports. How's the
I don't know
taxes?
sports.
There isn't any taxes. Qatar doesn't have any taxes. Um, I don't really know how I can help you with your visa when your UAE visa is done. Um, to be quite honest, you can literally just come in. They allow most countries. There's a big list that are allowed 3 months in the world in Qatar, visa free, or something like that, and you can stay here for 3 months and then leave, which is how I'm currently doing it. And I've been down to the ministry and I was like, look, I'm trying to get a visa for my grandmother so she doesn't have to leave the country every 3 months to then come back and all that. And they're like, honestly, it's just the easiest, right? They're so wanting people to come to Doha, come to Qatar, come spend your money here, come give people a reason to visit, that they're just letting people come in, stay 3 months, leave, and come back. And I think it is one of the greatest things that they could do to get that spread around and to increase their popularity.
I agree. Yeah.
And it is so worth it. Yeah, it's hot. I don't recommend you come during the summer. Come during the winter time. Come during springtime. Actually, come during springtime because then we can go out to Sea Line. We can go glamping. We can go ATV four-wheel, the desert. You can wake up to literal it looks like just mountains of gold. And it is the prettiest thing I have ever seen in my life. Right? Like waking
Take
up
pictures.
in a tent, opening the tent, seeing just the sunrise hit these sand dunes is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. So, but yeah,
Alright.
I suppose I will see everybody at some point tomorrow while we go
Sounds good.
Oh, everyone else is you
insane.
anyway.
Let's go ahead and look for someone to raid. Who do we want to raid?
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, Oya's on.
Is
I'm
Oya
mad at
on?
him right now, but sure.
Okay, let me pull this up here.
People helping out their gears, and I have a very strong fundamental in rolling the right stat and attunements based on what they need. I've also played all builds